Section 31 of the Book of Divine Consolation of the Blessed Angela of Foligno. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Treatise II, Chapter 30. The more perfect man is, the more earnestly doth he endeavor to do that which is desired, ordered, and counselled of God. The more perfect a man is, and the more he loveth God, the more doth he strive to do these things which God did, which he desireth, commandeth, and counselleth should be done, and to avoid those things which displease him. And he must do this all the days of his life, for when the man of sorrows lived this mortal life, he was ever upon a bitter cross of penance. The length of time, therefore, ordained for penance is as long as a man shall live. The amount and severity thereof must be according as a man can with discretion perform. And this is unity with the will of God, a unity which He hath ordained should not be only in words, but in doing the works of the cross and of penance, such as Christ Himself performed. When the soul is transformed in God and is in God, and hath that perfect union and fullness of vision, it is quiet and worketh nothing whatsoever. But when it cometh again to itself, it striveth to transform itself in the will of God, in order that it may behold again that vision wherewith it directeth the love of God and of its neighbour as though with arms. For herein doth the soul behold the being of God, and how all creatures have their being from that Supreme Being, and it perceiveth that there existeth nothing which doth not derive its being from that same Supreme Being. From this vision doth the soul, thus instructed, draw marvellous learning, ineffable wisdom, and right gravity, and from this vision it draweth likewise the true knowledge of the perfection of all things appertaining unto that Supreme Being, and it cannot doubt it, for it perceiveth how that all things made by Him are well made. Bad are they only when we ourselves destroy what the Supreme Being hath made well. This vision of the Supreme Being awakeneth a love corresponding unto itself. The Supreme Being inciteth us to love everything which hath its being from Him, all good things and well-made things, and teaches us to love all things, rational and irrational, for love of Him, and everything, whatsoever it may be, which hath its being from Him and which He loveth, doth He incite us also to love. Especially doth He teach us to love those creatures in which we perceive He takeneth an especial delight. For when the soul findeth that Supreme Being yearneth in love towards His creatures, then will it also yearn towards them. The sign manifest of those who stand in the friendship of the Supreme Being is, that they are true followers of His only Son, that they keep the eyes of their mind ever fixed upon Him, ready to love and follow Him, and in all things to transform themselves in the will of the Beloved, namely, the only begotten Son of the Supreme Being. End of section 31.